talk to someone about themselves and they will listen for hours. Hey, I'm Nivya and today I'm going to speak about the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. The content of this book completely matches and supports whatever the title of this book is because it's all about influencing people and winning friends. Let me tell you what the beauty of this book is. This book was published back in 1936. Yet even now the message of this book completely holds true. So if you basically practice whatever is mentioned in this book, 100% it's going to work even now. And this book is written in very simple language and it's elaborated so well that anyone and everyone can read this book and understand it. So even if you are a beginner, you can definitely pick this book up and read. And let me also tell you that this book, if you're picking it up thinking that it will improve the level of knowledge in English, no, that's not the purpose of this book. Definitely it will improve your communication skill, but it's not for improving the level of knowledge or vocabulary in English. Okay, let me make that clear. All right, now let's go to the content of this book. This book is around 270 pages, but after reading this book, I realized that the entire book was revolving around one point, and that is to be considerate of others' feelings. So basically, if I want to get a work done by you, the best way to achieve that is by giving you what you want. So just think about this. How many times in a day do you use the word I? Definitely a lot of times. In a person's life, the word which is used most, like one of the words which is used the most is definitely I. So that shows how much importance you give to yourself, and similarly even the other person gives equivalent or more probably importance to themselves. So always just think from others' perspectives, be in his or her shoes, and then try to mingle with them accordingly. And everyone loves to speak about themselves, and there's nothing bad about it because you are the one who can market yourself the best because you know your weakness and you know your strengths as well more than anyone else. So there's definitely nothing bad about it. The point here is when others speak about themselves, just listen to them rather than interrupting, or encourage them to speak about themselves and find the positive points or probably the commonalities that you can actually find with them. So if they love watching movies and you love reading, okay, then try to find commonalities where you can speak about one particular subject. So try to pick up a book which has been later remade into a movie and try to speak about it, so you have a commonality there. So this is the way you start a conversation, and do all of this with a smile, which is very important. Another great tip that is mentioned in this book is to address people by their names, and that works like magic. So just imagine there are two people, and these two people, you've just met them once in your life before. They both are coming and one person is greeting you by asking, hey, how are you? While the second person is asking with your name. So in my case, hey Nivya, how are you? You will definitely feel much more happier with the second greeting because that involves your name, and you'll feel, at least in your subconscious mind, that that person has given more significance or importance to you. I must admit that I'm not good at remembering names, but I'm definitely trying to improve on it. But whomsoever names I recall or I know, I definitely make it a point to address them or call them by their names, and that has really worked. Okay, now the next point is to appreciate people in public for even the small good works that they have done for you. So if it is in an email, if it's professional life, and if it's in an email, include the team or their manager when they have done some good work for you, so that that person gets motivated to do better work for you in future. At the same time, if someone asks you for a feedback, a lot of people ask for feedback and you might feel that, okay, there is something that they need to improve on. Do it in person to person, not in public. Do not include others in CC, and then, or even when you're speaking directly, don't include more people, more than you and the other person in that conversation. Give it one-on-one. And when you do it one-on-one as well, don't just tell it on face that, you have done this bad. No, definitely you should think from the other person's perspective. That is what exactly is mentioned in this book. So include the points that they are good at first, like telling, oh, you have an amazing way of, bringing energy into this room. But if you were, doing it in this way, that would have brought it even into a much more elevated way. Like, Include definitely good things in the sentence and then tell what they can improve on, rather than just telling you we're not good at this. And when you see any improvement, even if it's a slight improvement, go ahead and praise. And when I say praise, don't go and flatter. There is a huge difference between flattering and honest appreciation. Like, don't do soft soaping. uh, I mean, everyone, whomever you're speaking to, definitely has a brain to understand that it's not a honest feedback or appreciation, it's flattering. We often say, right, that don't be afraid of your enemies who are going to attack you, but be afraid of the people, of your friends who flatter you. So that's exactly what we are mentioning about here. Also, encourage people. If you feel that the other person is doing something wrong, do not go and point your finger and tell you are wrong. Rather, there are different ways to tackle it, and that is what is being mentioned in this book. I mean, this book is not telling you to just shut your mouth and then listen to whatever the other person is telling and agreeing to it. No, that is not the intention. If I've at least, made you feel that 1% that is what is being told in this book, I am sorry, that is definitely not what the intention was. So see, the main point is to not offend the other person whom you're speaking to. If you do not care, as in if you do not want to have a good relation with that person later, you don't want to influence that person, go ahead and tell, you are wrong. It doesn't matter. If you really don't want to keep up a relation with that person, it's up to you. But if you want to influence people, if you want to win friends, that's what this book is about. Do not offend that person. So you can tell it in a different way. You can tackle it in a different way. Let me take an example, okay? In your office, you are not supposed to have food items in your cabin. Okay, let's take it that way. But you see, your colleague is having food in his cabin, which is not supposed to be done. There's two ways to tackle it, right? There are two ways to tackle it. One is you can go to that person and tell, hey, you're not supposed to have food here as per the rules. Go to cafeteria and have the food. Think how that person would be feeling right now. Offended, correct? Because it's not a good thing that you've told after all. The second way to tackle it is go to that person and tell, hey, I've seen you sitting here and working since 2-3 hours or how much ever hours. Why don't you just take a break and go to the cafeteria and have your food? You'll also get a break. Similarly, you'll get some exercise like walking from here to cafeteria. Also, you get to watch television there. You also get more food articles there. Why don't you go to cafeteria? That's another way to tackle. Or you can even tell, let's go to cafeteria and sit, let's have a chat there while you're having food if you don't mind. These are the different ways that you can win friends and influence people. If you don't care about, wanting to build a good relationship with that person, it's again up to you. But otherwise, these are different ways, I'm just suggesting another way as per this book. Basically, feel concerned for the other person, and that empathy, sympathy, all of it should come from within. And the other person whom you're speaking to should feel that you are asking for him or her to do it because of your concern and not as a command. Winning friends always begins with friendliness. And the only way to get the best out of an argument is to avoid it. Alright, so that's about the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I hope you will be able to win a lot of friends and influence people. Until we meet next time, this is Nivya signing off. Keep reading a lot of books. Bye. Take care. Happy reading.